Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the Texas Rangers.
Let's play ball. Out. First base. Three.
Stepping in, Terrence Hill. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here comes the first pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center. He'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second.
Right here.
Rogers picks it up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the once again, Terrence Hill, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is line to left, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Wow, he's getting a visit from the pitching coach, but I think it's a little too late for him to turn things around. I mean, he's given up 6 runs, so I'm not sure how much the talking is going to help. He just doesn't have it today.
Into the box now, Danny Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The center fielder.
Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Santana.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2. Striding forward now is the DH, Willie Calhoun. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play. Next will be the designated hitter, Marcelo Zuna. His prior history in this matchup, he's gone just 2 for 15. Gone down on strikes 5 times. Hill comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Striding in for the Rockies, number 43. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Play ball. Out.
Terrence Hill will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Coming to the plate now, Danny Santana. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Santana.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Grounded to the
right here
right.
on the bag.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. Up next for Colorado, the shortstop.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Hill. What a stop on the slide. In time.
Play ball. He's out. Out. You're out. 3. Out. 3. He's out. Out. Out.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, spring training action from the Cactus League between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Athletics.
Stepping up now, Terrence Hill. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Terrence Hill.
First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Batting third, the center field.
Now at the plate, Danny Santana.
Santana.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Piscotty is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here it comes, 0-2. And there he goes towards second. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
So 2 on with 2 away, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Here's the 0-2.
All right, hold on, right here.
Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the. Digging in, Terrence Hill. He reached on a single in his first try.
Terrence Hill.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Hill digs in at 6-2 and swings the bat from both sides of the batter's box. He was taken in the 18th round back in the draft of 2019.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Now in the box, Danny Santana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Danny Santana.
The 2-2. There goes the runner. Into center field.
All right, hold it
line drive base
here.
hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, great job right there.
I mean, that has to
Squared up that
frustrate
ball.
the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH,
batter,
Willie
number 5.
Calhoun. 1 for
Designated
1
hitter.
after a single his first time up.
Calhoun.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Piscotty is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great. Striding in for Oakland, Ramon Laureano
Now batting.
comes into this at bat
Number
0 for
22.
1 in the ball game. Drilled to first. Hill is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Play ball.
Coming to the plate now, Terrence Hill.
The
1
first
in,
baseman.
1 out,
Terrence
and 1 on here in the inning.
Hill.
First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
The center fielder, Danny.
Digging in to try it again, Danny Santana. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the 1 and 2. to
Come on,
third.
baby, you're up, you're up, you're up.
Chapman's got it. Profar for one. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olsen. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Matt Olsen.
Ready with the 0-1.
Up, up.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Play ball. You're out. Out. He's out.
So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. The 1-2. Line to the right side. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know we want...
Three. He's out. Out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Ball four. Take the base.
Pinch hitting for the Athletic. Number 19, Chang Ho.
A one-run game, 6-5, the final today. Oakland jumped out to an
Here
early
now
lead
is
in
our
the first
final
and never
line.
looked back. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Iowa Cubs and the Sacramento River Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Wyatt Linder, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low twos, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games.
Three. Out. Out.
At the plate, Pedro Cortez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Pedro.
Here's the
Cortez.
1-1 pitch.
1-1-1.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number one, no score. Digging in, Tim Roth. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch coming, here it is. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a two-out single. He has success with two out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Guy. Good job. Way
Boy,
to get
so
on base.
frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Mitch Moreland.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And he is in there. Standing in, Yonhervis Solarte, and their runners at the corners now.
The third baseman,
He's set. The 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Striding in once again, Ken Atkinson, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Atkinson.
Comes set, the 0-1.
1-1.
On the ground is short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on no hits. Striding in, Tim
Now
Roth.
batting,
He singled his
shortstop.
last time up.
Tim Roth.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the
All right, come on,
outfield
baby.
for a one-out hit.
You're up.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Now batting, Mitch Moreland, a base hit in his first trip. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits. No. Now to the plate, Tim Roth. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Well hit the other way,
Come
and
on,
it's into the gap.
extra bases.
And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So striding in, Mitch Moreland, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit out towards second. Forsythe has it. And there's one down now. So stepping in, Yonhervis Solarte, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Calderon is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4. 3. Ball 4, take the base. 3. Out. Out. 3. Out. 3.
Ready for another shot now, Tim Roth. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Rainey stands at first with 1 out. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Play ball. He's out. 3. You're out. 3. Out. 3. Out.
Stepping in, Tim Roth. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
So a runner at first now with one
Now
away,
batting,
and that'll
first
bring up a
baseman,
former Gold Glover,
Mitch
the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Moreland.
Beaten into the ground
Come
over
on,
to first.
come on.
Reined in to second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. And tonight's comes to an end,
Our
6-3
final
the
score.
final.
First for the victorious Iowa Cubs. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left a
MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues
And
continues
now,
as we make
go
a stop in the
Sacramento
16-team Pacific Coast League.
Rivercats.
Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Iowa Cubs and the Sacramento Rivercats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Let's play ball. He's out.
In now, Pedro
Batting
Cortez.
third.
He went
The
deep
third
in the
baseman,
contest last night.
Pedro Cortez.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
2.
Down to short.
two.
This could be 2. He's got it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. At the plate, Tim
Batting third.
Roth, as the switch
The
hitter will
shortstop,
take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch.
Ball. That pitch
A
is
ball
out.
and no strikes. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Now the 2-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
The 3-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Field is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup.
Let's play ball. 3. Out. You're out. Out. Ball 4. 3.
So striding forward
Now
now,
batting,
Tim
shortstop,
Roth. He flew out in his last at bat.
Roth.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Ready with the 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And up next will be the left-handed power bat of Greg Byrd. Runners on the move for second. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-2, and the runner's breaking for third. Lifted in the air to right field. Calderon is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Now at the plate, Ivan Tavares. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better. And in pitching, this guy has decent numbers. Great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no error. Striding into the box, Tim Roth, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First offering on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mauricio Calderon. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first, I think they need to start to get some base runners when you're down by 6. But base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And that's the first out.
Let's play ball.
Stepping into the box, Octavio Veras. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this. Passing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. The pressure's up.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit.
Your attention, please. Now batting, second baseman, Logan.
Shot on the ground is short. Roth left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Standing in, Ivan Tavares. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Ivan Tavares.
To the left side, Roth is there. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. So coming to the plate, Tim Roth. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to left. Field has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Play ball. 3. He's out. 3. Out. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take the base.
Into the box now, Tim Roth. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch on its way. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate, 1-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
All right, hang on. Right here.
And he Tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Byrd digs in now.
Greg Byrd.
The 1-1. Runners off for second.
All right, hold up.
Right side. Fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ken Atkinson.
Ken Atkinson.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Play ball. He's out. 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 3.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the
Sacramento
rubber match of this 3-game series
Rivercats.
between the Iowa Cubs and the Sacramento River Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Adam Conley, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Play ball.
So digging in now, Ivan Tavares
Batting
looking
second.
for better results
The
than
shortstop.
last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Tavares.
Comes down to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Let's play ball. He's safe. He's out. Out.
Digging in, Tim Roth. He's
Batting
been productive at the plate in the
The
series with
shortstop.
6 hits
Yeah.
coming into this one.
Roth.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
At the plate, Mitch Moreland. He'll get to take
Batting
his
fourth.
first cuts here.
The first baseman.
Runners are at the corners
Mitch
with 1 man out.
Moreland.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Mettler has logged upwards of 75 innings pitched, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout. And at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Runner goes for second. Strike taken to throw. A tag, and he is out at second base. And a costly. And that'll bring up Steve Barron. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Catcher, Steve Barron.
3-1. Here it is. Grounded to short. Roth. Right there. Throw goes over to third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1. Now at the plate, Mauricio Calderon, and their runners at the corners now.
Mauricio Calderon.
Drilled to the right side, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Play ball. 3. Out. You're out. He's out. Out.
Now at the plate, Tim Roth. He
Leading
singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the
That's
early
shortstop.
stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times
Now
call
batting,
for desperate
first
measures.
baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Cortez is under it, no problem, 1 away. Into the box, Yangervis Solarte. He
Now
drew a
batting,
walk his first
third
time up.
baseman, Yangervis Solarte.
The 1-2 to first.
Run it out. Run it out.
One there.
Out.
On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that. Digging in and looking for more, Mauricio Calderon. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Calderon.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. Base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And time now to see.
4. Take your base. 3. Out. 3. You're out. He's out.
Digging in once again, Steve Barron. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Steve Barron.
To short, hit hard. Roth gloves it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Let's play ball. Out. 3.
Stepping in and ready for another
Now
shot,
batting,
Tim
shortstop,
Roth. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Weak grounder back to the mound.
Stand up.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Play ball. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. You're out. 3. That's ball 4. 4. Take your base. Out. Out. He's out. You're out. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
Your attention, please.
Ready for another chance? Tim
Leading
Roth.
off
He'll
for
have
the
a new
River Cats.
pitcher waiting for him as
The
we begin
shortstop.
their half of the 8th.
Yeah.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
This is swung on and bounced to Forsythe at second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Let's play ball. Out. Out. 3. Out. Done. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base.
Stepping up to the plate, Tim
Now
Roth,
batting,
as he'll look to
shortstop,
bring home that tying run
Tim
from second with a base hit into
Roth.
the outfield. First pitch on its way.
Ball.
Lays off 1-0.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. In to
great
score
job
the
right
runner
there.
from third.
Hit that ball hard.
Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Now
Mitch
batting,
Moreland, as
the
he's got a
first
chance to
baseman,
tie this ball game
Mitch
up with that equalizing run just
Moreland.
90 feet away at third. Struck him out. So a great job of working out a certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base. And the ball game is
Our
over.
final line
3-2.
score.